You know, it's a topic many of us find uncomfortable to talk about, but it's a reality for so many men as they age, that unwelcome struggle with maintaining erections. It's not just a physical thing. It can chip away at your confidence, make you feel less like yourself, and even strain relationships that are so important to you. That quiet frustration, the feeling that your body just isn't responding like it used to, leaving you feeling less vital, less connected. It's a profound shift, and it's deeply personal. Many men simply accept it as an inevitable part of getting older. But what if I told you that a significant part of this challenge isn't just about the calendar years, but about what's sitting on your dinner plate? Right now it's true. The foods we eat, especially as we get into our 60s and beyond, play a monumental role in our overall health, including our sexual health and vitality. It's a secret many overlook, convinced that pharmaceuticals are the only answer. But often, the real power lies in simple, everyday choices. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 common foods that are silently sabotaging your erections after 60, and what simple swaps you can make to reclaim that youthful vigor and confidence. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to share something that might just surprise you about what's truly possible when you make these shifts. One of the biggest culprits, the first food we need to really scrutinize, might be a surprising staple in many of our kitchens and lunchboxes: processed meats. Think about that sizzling bacon at breakfast, the deli ham or turkey in your lunchtime sandwich, or the sausages you enjoy on a weekend. While they might seem convenient and tasty, these items are often packed with saturated fat, sodium, and nitrates, ingredients that are particularly detrimental to the delicate systems responsible for maintaining a healthy erection. When you consume high amounts of saturated fat, it contributes to plaque buildup in your arteries. Now, you've probably heard about arteries clogging in relation to heart disease. But what's crucial to understand is that the very same arteries that supply blood to your heart are also responsible for blood flow everywhere else, including, and perhaps most critically for this discussion, to the penis. Erections fundamentally rely on healthy, unobstructed blood flow. If your arteries are stiffening and narrowing due to years of saturated fat intake, that vital blood surge simply can't happen effectively. It's like trying to water a garden with a kinked hose. The water just won't flow properly. Beyond the fats, processed meats are also loaded with sodium. High sodium intake can lead to elevated blood pressure or hypertension, which is a significant risk factor for erectile dysfunction. When your blood pressure is consistently high, it damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, making them less elastic and less able to dilate when needed. This further restricts blood flow, making it incredibly difficult to achieve or maintain an erection. Then there are the nitrates. These compounds, often used as preservatives in processed meats, can sound harmless, but they can interfere with the body's natural production of nitric oxide, which is a crucial molecule for relaxing blood vessels and allowing blood to flow freely. Without enough nitric oxide, those vessels can't properly expand, and without that expansion, an erection simply won't happen. It's a cascade effect, where each component of processed meats contributes to a less than optimal environment for your most intimate moments. So, what's the actionable step here? It's not about never having a slice of bacon again, but about significantly reducing your intake and making smarter choices. Instead of reaching for processed meats, consider opting for lean protein sources that actually support cardiovascular health. Think about fresh, grilled chicken breast, baked fish rich in omega-3s like salmon or mackerel, or even plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu. These alternatives provide essential nutrients without the damaging fats, sodium, and nitrates. Imagine starting your day with a protein-rich omelet filled with fresh vegetables, or enjoying a lunch of roasted turkey breast with a vibrant salad, instead of a greasy sausage or a cold-cut sandwich. These small shifts might seem simple, but their cumulative effect on your blood vessels, blood pressure, and overall vitality can be truly profound. paving the way for improved performance and a renewed sense of confidence. Making these conscious choices can start to reverse some of the damage and open up those pathways that have become restricted over time, making it easier for your body to respond the way you want it to. Now, while processed meats are a big one to watch, there's another hidden sugar bomb lurking in plain sight that could be silently undermining your vitality, and that's sugary drinks and excessive added sugars. We're not just talking about sodas here, though they are a major offender. Think about fruit juices that are marketed as healthy but are often just concentrated sugar, sweetened teas, energy drinks, and even many seemingly innocent processed foods like yogurts, breakfast cereals, and snack bars that have added sugars. When you consume a lot of sugar, especially in liquid form where it's absorbed quickly, it causes a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. Your body then releases a rush of insulin to bring those levels down. Over time, if this happens repeatedly, your cells can become less responsive to insulin, a condition known as insulin resistance. This is a slippery slope that can lead to metabolic syndrome and even type 2 diabetes, both of which are strongly linked to erectile dysfunction. Diabetes, in particular, is a major culprit because high blood sugar levels directly damage blood vessels and nerves throughout the body, including those essential for erections. The delicate nerve endings that signal an erection can be compromised, and the blood vessels that need to dilate can become stiff and narrow. Think about it this way. Constant high blood sugar is like a corrosive acid, slowly damaging the intricate plumbing system of your body. It reduces the flexibility of your arteries and impairs the production of nitric oxide, the very chemical messenger we talked about earlier that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up for blood flow. It's a double whammy: direct damage to the vessels and a reduced ability for them to function properly. Many men might dismiss a daily soda or a sweet coffee drink as a harmless habit, but the cumulative effect of these sugar bombs over years can quietly, insidiously, erode your ability to perform. The energy crash that often follows a sugar high doesn't help either. Chronic fatigue certainly doesn't lend itself to intimate moments. The solution here is straightforward, though it might require a bit of discipline to break long-standing habits. Drastically cut back on sugary drinks and be mindful of hidden sugars in your food. Instead of soda, reach for plain water, sparkling water with a slice of lemon or lime, or unsweetened herbal tea. If you crave something sweet, try whole fruits in moderation, which come with beneficial fiber that slows down sugar absorption. Opt for plain yogurt and add your own fresh berries. Read food labels carefully and choose options with low or no added sugars. By making these changes, you're not just improving your intimate health, you're also boosting your overall energy, managing your weight, and protecting yourself against a host of chronic diseases. It's about feeling better from the inside out, regaining that natural vigor and desire that might have felt out of reach. It's a powerful step towards taking control of your health and, yes, your vitality. Now that we've discussed how processed meats and sugary drinks can undermine your intimate health, let's talk about another common group of foods that often fly under the radar: refined grains. I'm talking about things like white bread, most pastries, white pasta, and sugary breakfast cereals. These foods are made from grains that have been stripped of their bran and germ, which are the parts containing valuable fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left is primarily the starchy endosperm, which the body quickly converts into sugar. So, just like sugary drinks, refined grains cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. While not as immediate as liquid sugar, the effect is similar over time: chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and damage to your delicate blood vessels. Imagine your arteries as smooth, clear pipes. When you repeatedly consume refined grains, those constant blood sugar spikes create a turbulent environment. This turbulence, combined with the inflammatory response, can start to damage the inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage makes them less flexible, encouraging the buildup of plaque, and generally compromising their ability to expand and contract efficiently. For an erection to occur, those blood vessels need to dilate and fill with blood. If they are stiff, inflamed, and narrowed due to a lifetime of refined grain consumption, that essential blood flow is severely impeded. You might feel a general sluggishness or energy dips after eating a meal heavy in refined carbs. And that's a small sign of the larger systemic impact these foods are having on your body's ability to function optimally, including its most vital functions. The good news is that the solution here is relatively simple. Swap refined grains for whole grains. Instead of white bread, try whole wheat, rye, or sourdough bread. Instead of white pasta, opt for whole wheat pasta, brown rice pasta, or even explore alternatives like quinoa, brown rice, or oats. These whole grain options contain fiber, which slows down the absorption of sugar, preventing those damaging blood sugar spikes. They also provide a steady release of energy, keeping you feeling more sustained and less prone to energy crashes. Think about enjoying a bowl of steel-cut oats with berries for breakfast instead of a sugary cereal, or a hearty whole grain sandwich for lunch instead of a white bread one. These changes not only support healthy blood flow crucial for erections, but also improve your digestion, help manage your weight, and contribute to overall better energy levels throughout the day. It's a fundamental shift from foods that drain your vitality to foods that fuel it. Next, we'll dive into another significant contributor to erectile challenges: fried foods and trans fats. Who doesn't love a crispy fried chicken drumstick or a plate of golden brown French fries? They're incredibly tempting, often readily available, and for many, a go-to comfort food. However, these delights come at a serious cost to your cardiovascular system, which, as we now know, is absolutely paramount for sexual health. Fried foods are typically cooked in highly processed vegetable oils that, when heated to high temperatures, can create harmful compounds and unhealthy trans fats. Even if the oils aren't technically trans fats, they're often high in unhealthy omega-6 fatty acids that, in excess, can promote inflammation throughout the body. Trans fats, often listed as partially hydrogenated oil on ingredient labels, are particularly insidious. They directly contribute to increased levels of bad LDL cholesterol and decrease good HDL cholesterol, which is a recipe for arterial plaque buildup. Imagine those smooth pipes, your arteries, now not just getting stiff from sugar and processed meats, but also getting gunked up with sticky, artery-clogging sludge from these unhealthy fats. This buildup directly restricts blood flow, making it incredibly difficult for the blood vessels in the penis to expand and fill adequately for an erection. Beyond clogging, these fats also trigger systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like a low-burning fire in your body, damaging cells and tissues, including the delicate lining of your blood vessels. This constant state of inflammation further compromises blood vessel function and elasticity, diminishing their ability to respond to the signals needed for an erection. It's a powerful reminder that what you put into your body has a direct impact on its physical capabilities, even those you might take for granted. So, how do we tackle this? The most effective step is to drastically limit your intake of deep-fried foods and vigilantly check food labels for trans fats. Instead of frying, explore healthier cooking methods like baking, grilling, roasting, or air frying. You can still enjoy delicious, crispy foods without the vascular damage. For example, instead of fast food fries, try making your own oven-baked sweet potato fries with a sprinkle of herbs. Instead of fried chicken, opt for a beautifully grilled piece of chicken seasoned with natural spices. When you're at the grocery store, become a label detective and avoid anything that lists partially hydrogenated oil. Choosing healthier fats like olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil for cooking, in moderation, can also make a significant difference. These changes won't just benefit your intimate health, they'll also lead to improved heart health, better weight management, and reduced risk of chronic diseases. It's about nourishing your body with foods that support its intricate systems, rather than actively harming them. By making these mindful choices, you're not denying yourself, you're empowering your body to function at its best. Finally, let's address a habit that many might not immediately associate with erectile function, but can significantly impact it, especially as we age: excessive alcohol consumption. While a glass of red wine with dinner might have some noted cardiovascular benefits for some individuals, consistent heavy drinking, or even moderate daily drinking beyond recommended limits, can be a silent killer of your erections. Alcohol is a depressant, and its effects on the central nervous system can directly interfere with the complex neural pathways involved in achieving and maintaining an erection. These pathways are responsible for sending the signals from your brain to the penis, initiating the blood flow response. When alcohol is in your system, it can dull these signals, making it harder for your body to get the message, so to speak, beyond its immediate depressant effect. Chronic excessive alcohol intake has several long-term consequences that are highly detrimental to sexual health. It can lower testosterone levels, which is a crucial hormone for male libido and erectile function. Low testosterone can lead to reduced sex drive and, consequently, difficulty with erections. Furthermore, heavy drinking can damage nerves, leading to a condition known as alcoholic neuropathy, which can impair the nerve signals required for proper erectile function. And just like the other foods we've discussed, alcohol can also contribute to liver damage and inflammation, which further impacts overall hormonal balance and cardiovascular health. It can also lead to dehydration, and dehydration itself can temporarily impair blood flow and overall physiological function, making an erection less likely. So, the actionable step here is moderation. If you enjoy alcohol, consider limiting your intake to 1 or 2 drinks on occasion, rather than making it a daily habit. Even better, explore non-alcoholic alternatives that are just as enjoyable. Perhaps a sparkling water with fresh fruit, or a non-alcoholic beer or spirit. Pay attention to how alcohol affects your body and your energy levels. If you notice a clear correlation between drinking and difficulty with erections, it's a strong sign that it's time to scale back. It's about finding a balance that supports your overall health and well-being, rather than hindering it. Making these conscious choices about your alcohol consumption can not only improve your intimate health, but also enhance your sleep quality, boost your energy levels, and contribute to a more vibrant and fulfilling life overall. We've covered some significant ground today, looking at how certain foods and habits can truly impact your intimate health. We've explored how processed meats, with their high sodium, saturated fats, and nitrates, can directly damage your blood vessels and hinder that crucial blood flow. We talked about how sugary drinks and excessive added sugars lead to insulin resistance, metabolic issues, and inflammation, effectively clogging up your body's delicate systems. We then looked at refined grains, which cause those rapid blood sugar spikes, further contributing to arterial damage and reducing your vitality. And of course, we delved into the dangers of fried foods and trans fats, which are notorious for hardening arteries and promoting widespread inflammation. Finally, we touched on how excessive alcohol can depress your nervous system, lower testosterone, and impair the very nerve signals needed for an erection. Now, this might sound like a lot to take in, like a complete overhaul of your kitchen. But remember, we're talking about small, consistent changes that accumulate over time. It's not about perfection overnight. It's about making conscious, healthier choices more often than not. Imagine replacing that morning bacon with a vibrant fruit smoothie and some whole grain toast, or swapping your usual sugary soda for refreshing infused water. Think about choosing baked fish over fried chicken, and a beautiful salad with grilled vegetables instead of a processed deli sandwich. Each of these choices is a powerful step forward, building momentum for better health and renewed confidence. The real surprise I mentioned at the beginning isn't just about what you avoid, but what you gain. It's the ripple effect of these dietary shifts on your entire life. Imagine waking up feeling more energetic, clearer-headed, and more vibrant. Imagine approaching your intimate relationships with a renewed sense of confidence and capability, knowing you're nourishing your body to perform at its best. It's about reclaiming a part of yourself that you might have thought was lost to age, rediscovering that spark, and truly feeling more vital and present. These food choices are not just about a single physical function. They are about enhancing your overall well-being, your mood, your energy, and your self-assurance. They are about empowering you to live a fuller, more satisfying life, enjoying every moment with the vitality you deserve. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried cutting out any of these foods? What changes did you notice in your energy, your confidence, or your intimate life? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else who's struggling with similar challenges. If this video resonated with you, and you found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more men who can benefit from these practical insights. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful content on living your best life at every age. Remember, age is just a number, but your health is a choice you make every single day. Choose vitality, choose confidence, choose to live your best life, full of energy and passion. You absolutely deserve it.